Welcome to the series where I analyze and rank every OMORI track in one continuous list. Each 4 days or so, I'm gonna put out a video where I explain the music theory and the lore behind each entry of the official OST to the best of my abilities. It's gonna be mostly a one-to-one correlation, but some tracks are very short, very similar, or literally just glorified sound effects, so there will be special cases. Also note that the amount of stuff I have to explain differs massively from track to track, so I won't be able to help but fluctuate with video length and this series upload schedule. So, let's begin. The first thing a player hears upon deciding to boot the game up is actually the first variation in a series of tracks connected by a leitmotif. It's set in a 3/4 rhythm, its tempo is approximately 55 bits per minute, although it fluctuates slightly, and its tonality is C major. Look at this. OMORI staring at you soullessly, white space in the background, and this. This is a very bare-bones version of the track, and that's no insult. Every chord, every thought just floats there. There's no exploration in the progression. This track is a statement reading, something important used to be here and now it doesn't. It's like a shallow shell of cherished memories that only manifest distant emotions, not the actual memories themselves. But there's another way to look at this piece. Your first impression. When someone described this game to me and then sent me this track, instead of getting something melancholic, which is the thing I was expecting, I got elegant. A bit condescending, actually. Without having the full game as context, that is, not having heard all of the duets and Do You Remembers, the track sounds differently. It doesn't sound empty because you have no reference point of what full sounds like yet. As my first impression, instead of focusing on this composition's potential shallowness and whatnot, I focused on how confident its chords sounded. I focused on how it ended, a single finished tonic note, and thought, wow, this track is so concise and fulfilled, it must really have its stuff together. Just like Dreamer can appreciate the conditions of whitespace before having gone out into the real world, so can you appreciate this little melody's subtle elegance before having heard what the restored version sounds like. I'm gonna go into more detail when I come across tracks that are adjacent to this one, but for now I'm gonna say this. The track's progression fluctuates very suddenly between very uncertain and very certain chords. This kind of adds to the confusion and incompleteness thing going on. Since this is the first track, it's technically the best. Hooray! It's also technically the worst. Boo!